Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to talk to you for a few minutes about Audrey Roloff, her involvement in the MLM Young Living, and just my overall thoughts about some of her messages. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so I'm sure a lot of you already know who Audrey Roloff is. She is married to Jeremy Roloff, who is actually the son of Amy and Matt Roloff. They actually had a show on TLC called Little People Big World, and oddly enough, I used to watch this show when I was still living with my dad. This was back in like 2007, 2006. When the show was still new, we would actually watch their show. It was pretty entertaining, it was interesting, and I really liked it. I liked the family, I liked, the stuff that they were showing. It was just really interesting. All the years later go by, and Jeremy, who I believe is the oldest son, gets married to Audrey, and they have a pretty large social media presence. I'm not here to give a history lesson all on the Roloffs, but just so you guys have a little bit of information on kind of what I know about them and whatever. So they get married. They actually have 2 kids as of right now, and Audrey is involved in the MLM Young Living. And for those of you who might not know what Young Living is, it is a multi-level marketing company that sells wellness products, but they primarily focus on essential oils. And the problem with a lot of the Young Living Huns, the Hun bots, is that they will come out with these outrageous claims that these oil potions can cure anything from cancer to depression, anxiety, help with autism, and all kinds of really outrageous claims. Not only is that problematic and it's sending the incorrect message, but you are peddling oils from an MLM that is known to be predatory towards people, especially women, and nobody needs your damn essential oils. If I want an essential oil, now I will give a full disclaimer, I use a diffuser in my house. I like it. I like the way that it smells, but I would never buy anything from an MLM because it's a bad business structure and they financially drain people, and it's a very manipulative cult-like community that they have. So I like essential oils, but I use them in my diffuser, and that's where I draw the line. If I want to buy essential oils, I will either go to Whole Foods or any like health and wellness type store will have essential oils. A lot of the things that I hear from people that work with Young Living, or doTERRA is another essential oil MLM, is that the way that their oils are created is the best. It's better than anything that you're going to find anywhere else. I call bullshit on that, because the oils that I'm buying from Whole Foods or any other reputable vendor online, they have access to the same things that Young Living has access to. So I don't need to support your MLM and be lied to and sold this oil under, a bunch of bullshit, basically. As most of you know, I hate MLMs. I can't stand them. I have a zero tolerance for MLMs. I talk about them periodically on my channel, and I think that it's absolutely devastating to see people who have been sold this lie and made all these promises. If you just work hard enough, you can, work for 2 hours a day and live on a beach in Cancun. It's all of the facade that surrounds a lot of these MLMs and this fake lifestyle that they push. So I have a zero tolerance. Audrey, being part of Young Living, has taken to her platform of 1.4 million followers to spread more misinformation. And I realize it's like, oh, well, why are you picking on her and not someone else? They're all bad. But when you have a reach of 1.4 million followers, you're obviously reaching a lot more people. And because of the fan base that she has, people are more apt to believe her than, Susie Smith next door, who might be selling Young Living as well. They are more apt to trust a celebrity that they have followed for any period of time than Nancy who lives down the block and might be selling the same product. And all of that can really tie into the whole parasocial relationships thing that I talk about a lot. And it's just really unfortunate because the celebrities end up building their, net worth by working with these MLMs, and it's really unfortunate. They might be successful in the MLM, some of them, but they also have 1.4 million followers to sell their shit to. I want to go through her Instagram stories. I will throw up some screenshots for you guys. This is an old story, but it says how to get started with your premium starter kit. So she goes over the oils that are in the starter kit and how to use them. The first one is peppermint oil. Diffuse for a spa-like environment. Apply 1 drop to chest along with lavender and lemon during the spring. Do not ever put essential oils on your skin, period. They can cause severe allergic reactions, dryness, irritation, acne at times. I know my skin, I do really bad with any skincare product that has any sort of lavender in it. I will get cystic acne. It's really bad for my skin. The other problem that I have with most of these hunbots that push essential oils is they never talk about how they are toxic to animals. And let's be honest, a lot of us have either a cat, a dog, both at home. And diffusing certain essential oils can be deadly to pets. So I really wish that, if you're going to be part of this sleazy business model and you're going to push these stupid oils, anytime you are talking about an oil that is toxic to pets, there could be fine print that says, not for pet owners. This is toxic. But of course, they're not going to do that because that would be the right thing to do. I know that some people like to add a drop or two to their bath or to their shower. But as far as just taking pure essential oil and placing it directly on the skin, I would never do that. And the really scary thing is a lot of them also encourage this to be put onto children or onto babies. And that is so scary because guess what's going to happen? She has the influence to her followers to listen to the junk that she's saying. And then when they put it on their children or themselves and they get a rash or some sort of severe, they break out in hives and end up at the doctor or the emergency room, do you really think that Audrey Roloff gives 2 shits that you're in the ER with a rash? No, she doesn't. So that's bad news. The font that she uses is kind of hard to read, but I think that it says pan away. So she says, add to coconut oil for a muscle rub. There are such things as adding a little bit of essential oil to another product, but a lot of their concoctions don't involve adding it to a solution before you put it on your skin. That's why it's like, okay, well, if you're going to put a couple of drops into your bath, obviously that's in a whole tub of water. But a lot of them are just telling you to place it on your temples, put it on, the inside of your wrist and all of these kinds of things. And putting the pure essential oil on your skin is where you can get into very, very dangerous territory because it can, make your skin break out and really bad things can happen. And then she also says, apply to growing kiddos when they have growing pain. Do not apply pure essential oil to your children. That is horrible advice to give. And can we just talk about how she uses the word kiddos just like Micah Stauffer? Ooh, yikes. Copabia? Whatever. Add to a drink or smoothie for immune system support. Add to hot tea for a soothing drink. And she says, or for teething babies. So, again, nobody should be ingesting essential oils. I don't care if it's 1 drop in a glass of water. That is absolutely horrible. You can burn your esophagus or your mouth, your tongue. There can just be a million ways to go wrong. again, if you're gonna peddle these stupid oils, there needs to be some sort of regulation from Young Living. They really need to reel in their market partners to say, this is what you're allowed to say and this is what you're not. And if you are saying what you're not supposed to say, then you're done. Because it is so hazardous, the bullshit that they're telling people. Stress away oil. Diffuse for a sweet aroma. Add 2 drops to wrist during times of stress. This is exactly what I'm saying. Do not ever, ever, ever put pure essential oil directly onto your skin. Frankincense. Oh yeah, this is the one that they all love so much. Diffuse 5 drops along with lavender to calm the kids. Apply to the chest when feeling restless. So bad. I don't even know how to read that. I'll put it up for you guys. Apply to the tummy after heavy meals. What the fuck is that supposed to do? Apply to the tummy on a car ride. What is that supposed to do? What is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to make you like not feel sick? Like, I don't understand. Citrus fresh. 2 drops to water for an afternoon pick-me-up. You guys, like, it is so problematic and it is so scary that these influencers with the larger platforms are pushing this bullshit out to their audience. It is so scary. Thieves oil, apply it to your feet. No, thank you. We will not be doing that. Lavender oil, apply to the chest. Terrible idea. Apply after skincare routine. No, we're not doing that either. Lemon oil. So here's the funny thing. She says, apply it to the chest with lavender and peppermint, or use to clean sticky residue off of surfaces. If it can get a sticky residue off of a surface, why in the fuck would I want it on my skin? And why would I want to drink it? Because a lot of them say lemon water. If I want a lemon water, I'm just going to go buy a lemon at the store. I'm not going to put oils in my water or my tea. I'm going to go get some lemon and have the real thing. Like, this is so bad. She's also one of those who low-key like shames other moms, based on my opinion, because someone asked her the question, what got you through the unmedicated birth? Jesus, Jeremy, writing always more on my hand, essential oils, labor Spotify playlist, and a midwife and doula. I won't even go down that rabbit hole right now. And then she has this photo of her child like 3 inches from the diffuser. You guys, this is so bad. So she has this other Instagram page that I want to look at called More Than Oils. She's just no different than any of these other MLM huns that, you know, peddle the junk. She has her kids in the videos in order to, you know, get more attention and get people reeled in. It's just really dangerous, because the line that I have to draw is when it crosses over into giving medical advice and encouraging people to utilize essential oils instead of seeking professional help. And that is hugely problematic and should be illegal, in my opinion, because your blend of lavender and lemon oil is not going to help someone who is actually fighting depression or cancer or anxiety. Now, if diffusing an essential oil makes you feel good at the end of the day before you go to bed, absolutely do it every single night. But that should not be, in my opinion, being used because you heard it from an influencer instead of going to seek therapy or a doctor or, pairing it with another form of treatment. Everyone's journey looks different, but I do have a problem with it being presented like, hey, use this oil blend. This will get rid of whatever medical condition or issue you're experiencing. And it is beyond scary that she has basically 1.5 million followers. And on this other junk oil page, she has almost 91,000. So that's a lot of ears listening to her and possibly taking advice from someone who is not qualified to give it. The thing that really bothers me with a lot of these MLMs is that the people pushing the products will find someone who is at their wit's end and they have tried different treatments and maybe they just haven't found the correct avenue to go down, and they feel like maybe if I buy these products this will help me. And I just don't believe, in my opinion, that essential oils should ever be the end-all be-all to anyone's medical condition, whether that's mental or physical health. So yeah, super scary in my opinion, and she's just another one who is one of those. She just happens to have a hell of a lot more followers than a lot of the other ones do. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Audrey Roloff. Again, it's not anything against her or Jeremy personally. Like I said, I enjoyed watching Little People Big World like many years ago, but that also doesn't excuse that there's some really problematic behavior going on here, and it's being paired with a very dangerous message reaching millions of people's ears. So anyway, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.